Let's see who can buy the best day in Disney World.
Cheers to me.
That's literally one of my favorite things to do in this park. Why are you just a forehead? I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't like it. Hey there, MamFam. We are bringing our brand new menu game to Epcot.
We have assigned everything in the park a monetary value and have given ourselves 15 imaginary dollars, MollyBucks, if you will.
Shout out to all you Zetas, Apitas, and Mammoth Club Original podcast listeners.
You know where that currency comes from to spend.
There are only 2 rules. 1, you must spend exactly $15.
MollyBucks.
And 2, once a specific item is purchased, it is going to be considered out of stock, which is going to bring a little bit of extra strategery to the game.
And at the end of the video, we encourage you to head to the post tab and let us know who spent our money better. Whoever wins gets to go first in the next episode. And Alan, you won with 2/3 of the vote.
Hey!
After Animal Kingdom. I do consider that a personal attack against Dino Land from 67% of you, but that means you're spending your MollyBucks first here at Epcot.
All right, well, let's get to it. I need to look at the menu. Now, you can't hear it, but I can. My stomach is growling, so I'm gonna go from the dining section, but I want something a little bit more substantial than a snack stand. So that's like refreshment portal, refreshment outpost, which also includes festival booths. It is food and wine time right now, just to give you a little moment in time. And certainly gonna be more than a snack cart. These are your sort of walk-up popcorn carts. I don't wanna spend $2 to go just get popcorn. I want to put Leal out of stock. So I'm gonna spend $5 on my first pick and go to Leal in France.
I'm wearing France things. I wanted France things.
And now we're going to be eating France things.
At least I get to eat it.
True. Now, I know that there are a ton of dining options here at Epcot. I mean, that's sort of the main thing Epcot does, is gives you places to eat and drink. But I thought for $5 on this menu, Leal was a steal for the type of food that you can get there. I, for one, would love a toasted baguette, maybe a toasted croissant sandwich. They're just so delicious. And also, fun fact, maybe if I'm feeling a little spicy, you can get a glass of vino while you're there. I know, Molly, the shocked face of shock and surprise. So I just think if I'm starting my day off and I want it to be a luxuriating day, there really is no better way than grabbing a nice baguette from the France Pavilion.
All right, we have selected some items from Leal, and I do win a little bit in the sense that even though this is out of stock and I cannot buy Leal to count for my day, I do get to eat it. So, you know, Alan picked up his classic order, which is the baguette with ham and cheese, and they toasted up to perfection. And he added a Kronenbourg, which is a delicious French beer. I normally go for the quiche or the ham and cheese croissant, and I couldn't decide. So I went for kind of the combination of the two, which is a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Little egg, little croissant. And then if Alan's getting a drink, I'm obviously gonna get champagne. Obviously, that's just math. Wouldn't make it be rude to have you drink alone.
Crusty baguette that Molly just stole out of my hand. Tons of ham, delicious cheese. And then butter, of course, to be the sealant on the interior of the sandwich. It's just simple, delicious, and classic. Goes well with the Kronenbourg. Crisp, light, a little weedy and hazy. Cheers to me.
Yeah, it's delicious. The croissants are always perfect here. They are so buttery and flaky, like it just falls apart in your hands and in your mouth. And then you've got this really salty, delicious, meaty, smoky bacon, little gooiness from the eggs, cheese on there for a little nuttiness. Like, yeah, it's simple perfection, which is what this whole menu is. Wash it down with a little bubble. It's my turn. First of all, I bought this Diet Coke in France, and there's a lot of reasons I know I'm not in real France when I'm here at Epcot, but the number one is that 1, Diet Coke is available, and 2, that the only size at Leal is as big as my head. That's because they don't have Diet Coke in France. Yeah. It's the only thing I missed when we were there. Need those good American chemicals. Okay. Here's the thing. Normally on a really good day for me at Epcot, I like to alternate eating and drinking with an activity. So it's like, get a snack or a drink, do a ride. Get a snack or a drink, check out some entertainment. But I fear if I pick a ride or something right now, Alan will take this next thing, and I want him to be out of stock, not me again. So, you know, what's a day at Epcot if you don't eat and drink too much too quickly? So we're going to Mexico. That's right, we're headed to La Cava del Tequila, which is gonna cost me 4 smackaroos, 4 MollyBucks, but I think absolutely worth it. Now, to be clear on this new rule, Alan can still buy a bar and lounge. It's not completely out of stock for him yet, but kind of like when you go to a store and they have the same item in multiple colors, let's just say the color red's out now. So Alan can still buy a bar and lounge, but it will be in the style of, say, the Rose and Crown pub or the wine bar in Italy. He can't go to La Cava for his day, but bar and lounge is still in stock. We've made it to Mexico and are headed inside the pyramid to go to La Cava del Tequila, which is the tequila bar. It has over 100 different kinds of tequila and mezcal, a variety of margaritas and every flavor you can imagine, plus some other specialty cocktails and non-alcoholic beverages. And while they do have an amazing to-go counter if you just want to grab a drink and be on your way, they also have a few spots to sit or stand and you can grab a light bite. And while I did just eat a delicious egg croissant, I'm never going to say no to some queso. But what I'm not going to do is look at any of this stuff in this exhibit because that would count $1 against me because Pavilion Exhibits is on the list. So I can't even revel in learning about Dia de los Muertos right now.
As much as you want.
As much as I'd love to. All right, looks like we're gonna get pretty lucky as far as the queue goes. Not too long right now. It does get quite popular here. It's like a #1 attraction here at Epcot. So do pack those patient pants when you come to visit, especially if you're waiting for a table. It's not a huge space, but the cast members are working to get you in as quickly as possible.
All right, so our food has arrived. We have ordered the trio combination. This is tortilla chips that comes with queso, guacamole, and their smoky salsa. All of these are delicious. They're heaping helpings of the guacamole and the queso. Pro tip, dip them all together. I know it sounds wild, but it is actually quite tasty. Now for my beverage, I picked up the corn old fashioned. This is made with Abasolo corn whiskey, Ilegal reposado mezcal, Lost Irish whiskey, and Nixta corn liqueur with some bitters. In the past, this was a little bit too sweet for me, but I don't know if the recipe has changed or what, but this hit the spot. That had the punch of the mezcal and whiskey right up front. You tasted that spirit, had a little bit of that caramel flavor and some of the smokiness from the mezcal, but it sort of faded away to a little bit of subtle sweetness from that nice corn flavor coming through. This is 100% going to be on my reorder list.
And I asked which cocktail could be made spicy, and our server suggested the La Cava Top Shelf, which is a margarita made with tequila, orange liqueur, corn whiskey, fresh lime juice, and a black ant salt rim, but they added a little bit of spice and garnished it with a pepper, and this was fantastic. It was a simple and delicious classic margarita, but it did have a little heat coming in from the spice addition. I do think something with mezcal is more my favorite, or if you're looking for something a little sweeter, I love the Lily, but overall, there are fantastic drinks at La Cava, and they will work with you to make what you want, but you're gonna get a nice pour no matter what.
Okay, that's a lot of food and drink to have in succession, but I respect Molly's decision, even if I definitely wanted to buy that later. Anyway, after having all that food and drink, I would like to take a relaxing journey in one of my favorite spaces. So I'm going to spend $4, which is a steal. And we're going to live with the land. Tucked within the land pavilion, there is the pinnacle of luxuriation, and that is living with the land. Here, you're going to sit on a nice, relaxing boat and journey to see just how the land gives back to us and how we should in turn treat the land itself with respect. And then we're going to see some greenhouses. They're not glimmering right now. That happens a little bit later in the holiday season. Regardless, it is no less beautiful as we get to observe the crops that have been grown and then are utilized throughout Disney property. Oh, and also there's Soarin' in here, but I'm not buying that. And I think most importantly, living with the land is fun for the whole family. There's no height requirement, and there is rarely a line longer than 15 minutes. I truly cannot wait to be living with the land.
Living Laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. most of us are only familiar with the handfuls that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. But these crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses and restaurants here at the land every year. Aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less.
Are you living with the land?
Truly. Wow. What a beautiful ride. I am relaxed and a little mad that Alan bought that one out of stock. So I'm gonna buy a different relaxing, delightful ride out of stock. Now, I'll be truly transparent. I was thinking about blowing $9 MollyBucks right now on Guardians. It's the most expensive item in the park, but it's got a 75-minute wait and no lightning lanes, so I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna continue the luxuriation vibes. We are gonna go see Old Deuteronomy and learn about communication through time. Because did you even go to Epcot if you do not ride the flagship attraction inside Spaceship Earth? Spaceship Earth, one of the last true vestiges of old school Epcot, is the slow Omnimover attraction inside the icon that is the giant golf ball, aka Spaceship Earth. It tells you the story of communication through time and features such iconic Disney legends as Sexy Scientist, Newspaper Boy Screaming at Wall, Sleeping Monk, and of course, everyone's favorite character, the smell of the Library of Alexandria burning, which everyone calls Rome burning, but it's not actually Rome, but that's not the point. This is a beloved and wonderful laid-back attraction, one I quite enjoy doing, and I'm thrilled to have spent 4 MollyBucks on it today. Honestly, a steal, if you ask me. Where's your face? Always a delight, and today I delighted in learning that in the future, Alan will just be a forehead. What the heck? Why? Why are you just a forehead? I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Where's your body? Where's your face? It's gonna be gone in the future. But your forehead looks great.
All right, I have to say, those two attractions back to back, truly a luxuriating experience. I loved learning about communication through time. I've been debating a lot about what I want to do with this last $6 that I have. 6 MollyBucks, I'm sorry. I think we're gonna go back to World Showcase. We're gonna go into the UK. We are gonna head to the Rose and Crown, pick up a beverage, and then go and watch Command performance. And that will be a total spend of $6, $4 for the bar and lounge, and $2 for a pavilion performance. And that'll be $6, and that'll round out my day of luxuriation here at Epcot. I need you to see Molly's face.
That's literally one of my favorite things to do in this park.
Same.
I'm upset.
Look, a monorail. Let's go. There truly is nothing quite as luxuriating as grabbing a beverage of your choice, alcoholic or non, and going and watching one of the mini pavilion performances here inside of World Showcase. Command performance is one of my favorites. I just love the British rock cover band. But if you're in for something a little bit more traditional, you could also go back to the American Adventure Pavilion and listen to the Voices of Liberty. I know that they are quite popular. Molly enjoys them when they're in their old-timey outfits, much more than their, as she puts it, not me, cruise ship crew outfits.
Give me the Dickens carolers or nothing.
Other options, and frankly, the first option I was considering was going to be Mariachi Cobre. If Molly had not taken La Cava del Tequila, I would have gone La Cava del Tequila into Mariachi Cobre, which is one of my favorite, nope, I'm going to rectify that. My favorite pavilion performance. I just love watching the mariachi band play and sing. They're so nuts talented. You also have the Japanese drummers coming out, and listen, that's a display of not only art, but also athleticism. But as it stands, gonna go grab myself a pint and watch some British rock.
The Rose and Crown Pub is one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite place to grab a beverage in Olive World Showcase. They have a variety of beers on tap as well as pub blends. It's also a full bar, so you can order whatever you'd like, but my go-to is the Snake Bite, though I prefer it to be more beer than cider. And that's exactly what I got, a Snake Bite.
And I got the Brewdog Punk IPA, which I did not know at the time, but was not from the UK. That's from Las Vegas, but that's fine. I mean, I like an IPA. And the bartender, Gavin said that it was very tasty, so I'm a fan. Cheers. Get a sip in before the band starts.
Ooh, it's delicious. It's crisp, it's fruity, it's a little appley, which feels nice for it being fall. It's just a staple for me in my Epcot journey. So I'm happy I'm drinking it, mad that it's for you.
I love this IPA. It's hazy, it's a little bit pine forward. It's not like juicy fruity, but it's a very good IPA that I'm definitely going to come back and order more of. This is a new fun discovery for me.
And now Command Performance will be starting soon. They're a British cover band, so they do all kinds of British rock from Oasis, the Stones, the Beatles. It's a lot of fun. And again, I'm furious you did this, but one of my personal favorite things to do in a theme park is drink a drink or eat a snack and watch live entertainment.
Yeah, and that's now part of the menus that I ordered.
Okay, the day is mine now. Alan, out of money. Out of MollyBucks. He did 4 things, but I have $7 left. MollyBucks. There's one thing I must do, and so I'm kind of just playing around besides that, but you know what? We've had a lot of savory snacks today. We have not had a sweet treat. And if I'm reading the rules correctly, I can go to a snack cart for $2, and there's one of the most delicious sweet treats in the parks available at a snack cart, just one country over.
I just don't know too. Like,
That's right, friends. The delicious maple popcorn, which Alan is also enjoying right now, is technically at a snack cart, which means there's only $2 versus the dessert shops, which I did consider. I considered going to get a treat from Caramel Kuchen, the Caramel Kitchen in Germany, or the ice cream parlor in France. I also considered Summerfest in Germany, which is where they have the pretzel bread pudding, also 3 MollyBucks. But this maple popcorn is delicious, slightly sweet, little salty. It's like the best kettle corn you'll ever have with a distinct maple flavor. And if you have a popcorn bucket, you can refill your popcorn bucket with this. A dream.
So where are we going next?
You know, a day at Epcot would not be complete without seeing one of my dearest friends. That's right, we're headed to the Seas Pavilion right now to see your friend and mine, Mr. Eel. Now, from the jump of filming this video, I've had it on my docket to spend 1 MollyBuck to go to the Pavilion exhibit, which could have also been like the Stave Church in Norway, or the Kawaii exhibit in Japan, or the exhibit on French theater, and honestly, it's a steal that the Sea Base is only 1 MollyBuck. But I now have a few extra MollyBucks to spend, so at this point I figure, why not also enjoy the delight that is the Seas with Nemo and Friends. This whimsical and adorable family dark ride puts you right in the middle of Finding Nemo, where you're going to see all your favorite characters like Dory, Marlin, and most importantly, Bruce the Shark. It hardly ever has a long line, so it's, for me, a really awesome filler ride. because while I am the prime audience for Finding Nemo, it's not actually my favorite Pixar movie or franchise. However, I enjoy any classic style Disney dark ride that puts you right smack dab in the middle of a movie. So I'm thrilled that it's a walk-on right now. So this will be 3 MollyBucks, and then exploring the sea base and saying hello to Mr. Eel afterwards will be another one.
Oh, science is great, there's so much to know. Climb aboard explorers, it's time to go.
Games? I love games. Ooh, I'm thinking of something pink and bouncy that looks like a balloon.
Ah, jellyfish!
Right. Okay, now I'm thinking of something pink, kind of balloon.
Fish taste funny. Nemo! Why don't you drop by for a little bite? Oh, what a beautiful little
And after that absolutely delightful time under the ocean, we're headed into the sea base, which is the full aquarium exhibit here in the Seas Pavilion. You do not have to ride the ride to get here. You can go through the gift shop and just come in here where they've got manatees and sharks and rays and all kinds of fish on display. So we are headed to check out the shark tank, well, the tank where the sharks are, before we say hello to my buddy and yours. Sharky, hello, I love you. Saw some sharkies, amazing as always. Also, there's a very fun free scavenger hunt you can do, or your kids can do, around the exhibit, where it encourages you to look for different species of marine life, which is awesome. And then, of course, we got to come in and say hello to your friend and mine, Mr. Eel. Hey, Mr. Eel, how are you? Hey, Molly. Hey, MamFam, how are you? Good to see you. It's been a long time. I know, Mr. Eel, I've been traveling, I've been busy. How have you been? How's the missus? Oh, everything's going great. Happy holidays, MamFam. Make sure to wash those hands. Be kind to each other. Donate to food banks. Just look out for one another. It's the least we can do. We're all human. Well, not me, I'm an eel, but you know what I mean. You know what, Mr. Eel, I do know what you mean, and I couldn't have said it better myself. I hope that the missus gets you a nice present this holiday season, and I hope, you know, that you get to eat whatever you like on Thanksgiving, an abundance of whatever you'd like on Thanksgiving. Well, thanks, Molly. I've always loved green bean casserole. Oh my God, Mr. Eel, me too. That is my favorite side dish. Controversial, but you and I have so much in common. So, well, it's good to see you, buddy. Love you as always. Thanks, Molly. Thanks, MamFam. Y'all come say hi. Be good. Bye. $1 well spent.
And $1 you have that remains. What would you like to do?
$1 left. You know, I think we should all be humbled and see what we as humans truly are doing to the planet.
No shot you want to see Awesome
No, I
Planet.
don't
There's
wanna see
literally no shot.
There's no way I want to see Awesome Planet right now.
I mean, I think I think you're cruising for a W, and I think Awesome Planet might derail you.
I think Nemo might have derailed me, but
Disagree.
regardless, there are new ears and a lot of new merchandise that's come out recently. So I'm going to spend my final MollyBuck to go into Creation Shop.
And secure the
And-
W.
Maybe, and then also spend more dollars possibly. That don't count. It's $1. It's a MollyBuck to get in, and
then actual
whatever
real
I
life
want.
money.
Who pays for it?
Nobody. You write it off.
Our shopping ventures are bringing us here to Creation Shop, the largest merchandise shop. Hello, thank you. The largest merchandise shop here in Epcot, formerly known as Mouse Gear. Pour one out. Alan used to work there. He's very sad. He was very attached to Mouse Gear. Were you? And we are looking for, there's a new pair of ears I've seen online that I'm hoping they have. Also a pop socket, because I got a new phone and I like the MagSafe pop sockets so you can swap them out like another accessory. Do you need that? You like that? I am not a Figment girly, but I appreciate how weird this shirt is. It reminds me of the jacket with the Shaman of Song animatronic on it. Like, I think more merchandise should just feature animatronics. Personally. Okay, one of the pairs of ears I want is here. So, first step, it's just a plain black pair. There's nothing fancy about them. I'm gonna get these because I like that they're just plain black. They go with everything. It's a good set to have in your repertoire, you know? And then the other set I wanted is silver, but I don't see them. Gonna obviously do a full lap to make sure. All right, well, they didn't have a pop socket or the silver ears, but I am thrilled to have acquired the black ears I had seen online to add to my collection.
Now with that brings us to an end of this menu game day here at Epcot. And now it is your turn to vote. And as a reminder on who is on Team Allen, who I bought with my day, we started with Leal, the move to Living with the Land, stopping by Rose and Crown for a beverage, and then enjoying a nice pavilion show at the UK. Some nice British rock. Malls.
And if you're so inclined, you may want to click on Team Molly. As a reminder, I bought a visit to La Cava del Tequila, a spin on Spaceship Earth, a carton of maple popcorn, a visit to the seas with Nemo and friends, and your favorite and mine, Mr. Eel, and ended with shopping at Creation Shop. So go cast those votes and let us know where we should play this game next.
But until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and come join us on Discord. We would love to have you there. The links for all that are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been prototypical. I was gonna say magical, but then I tried to come up with an Epcot word. Epcotians. Epcot-terrans.
You gotta tell me what I'm on.